The Beaches podcast is going to give you everything you want to know about a beach before you go there. I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to check out our website, www.sandee.com. Without further ado, let's get into the show.
Okay, so, everyone loves a good beach vacation.
Of course. Who doesn't love sinking their toes in the sand, listening to the waves crash?
Right. But it feels like every amazing beach I can think of is always, totally packed.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Finding a truly unspoiled, uncrowded beach can be a challenge.
Exactly. So that's what we're diving into today, places that feel undiscovered. And get this, today's hidden gem. It's a country that, honestly, I knew almost nothing about before researching for this.
Oh, I love those. There's nothing more exciting than discovering a place you never even considered.
Right. So get ready, because we are going deep into Brunei.
Brunei. Now that's a place you don't hear about every day. I'm intrigued already.
Right. So quick geography recap. For anyone who, like me, maybe wasn't paying full attention. Brunei is this tiny country. It's on the island of Borneo in Southeast Asia. And the coolest thing, it's a sultanate.
A sultanate. Wow. Okay, that definitely adds a layer of intrigue.
Right. But even beyond that, what really stood out to me in the research is how dedicated Brunei is to conservation.
That makes sense, though, right? They've benefited greatly from their oil wealth, so they've been able to invest heavily in protecting their environment. And honestly, good for them. That kind of foresight deserves major kudos.
Totally. And it really comes through from what I've been reading, especially when it comes to their beaches. We're talking pristine rainforests literally meeting the ocean.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because of their location and that dedication to conservation, Brunei's beaches offer a totally different experience.
Right. It's not just about the beach itself, it's about the whole setting. So you're not just getting the sand and the waves, but you've got this incredible backdrop of lush, untouched jungle right there.
Yeah, you put it perfectly. And the cool thing is, it's not just one type of beach either, right? The source mentioned Brunei has a really diverse coastline.
Mm-hmm.
So are we talking hidden coves, dramatic cliffs? What kind of variety can people expect?
Okay, so picture this. You want that, classic postcard beach, white sand, turquoise water, the whole deal. Brunei's got it.
Okay, that's a good start. But what if you're feeling a little more adventurous?
Then boom, you can find these amazing secluded coves. And I'm talking hidden gems tucked away, perfect for, a little escape from, everything. And for people who love exploring, the source even mentioned dramatic rocky shores too.
Wow, so you really do get a little bit of everything. It's like a sampler platter of beach experiences all in one place.
Yes. And speaking of incredible experiences, okay, get this. The source mentioned opulent palaces when talking about Brunei. And we're not talking sandcastles here, right?
Right. Now, Brunei has cultivated this surprisingly high-end tourism scene. So think less beach shack, more like luxury resorts, some with their own private stretches of beach, often bordering the rainforest.
Well, hold on. So we could be talking about having an entire pristine beach to ourselves. That's next level luxury right there.
Exactly. And even if five-star resorts aren't your thing, that kind of dedication to high-end tourism influences the whole experience. So even if you're on a budget, chances are you'll find those beaches well-maintained, clean, and with friendly locals who really take pride in their country.
Okay, so we've got the pristine nature, the beaches, the potential for luxury. But it's not all about relaxation in Brunei, right? Because the source also mentioned something that piqued my interest. A rich Islamic heritage.
Exactly. Brunei has this incredible culture that's very much present and totally accessible to visitors.
So we're talking more than just mosques, right?
Oh, absolutely. Although, speaking of mosques, the Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin Mosque is truly stunning. Imagine this. A sunset with its golden dome reflecting the light. Breathtaking. But beyond that, you've got bustling local markets full of amazing food, spices, you name it. So yeah, you can go from a peaceful beach to a vibrant market all in a day.
That's incredible. Okay, so this is all sounding amazing so far, but let's get practical for a second. Is Brunei, easy to get to? How much planning are we talking if we want to actually experience this for ourselves?
Right. So it's definitely more off the beaten path than some destinations. Flights might be a bit more limited, so you might have a layover depending on where you're flying from.
Got it. So maybe not a last-minute kind of trip.
Well, never say never, but a little pre-planning might be a good idea.
Okay, makes sense. What about the cost? Is Brunei super expensive once you get there?
It's actually pretty comparable to other places in Southeast Asia, which is great news for travelers.
That is good news because, honestly, everything we've talked about, the untouched nature, the variety of beaches, that touch of luxury, and the culture, It's a really unique mix. This deep dive definitely changed my whole perspective on Brunei. Before researching this, I never would have even thought about planning a trip there, but now, well, let's just say I'm definitely adding it to my list.
Me too, honestly.
Yeah.
It sounds like the perfect blend of adventure and relaxation.
Right. And that's what makes it such a hidden gem. You've got all these incredible experiences just waiting to be discovered. Now, the source didn't get into specific beaches, so I'm curious. If you could design your dream Brunei beach escape, what would be your top priority? Would you be lounging on a private stretch of white sand, venturing off to discover a hidden cove, or maybe immersing yourself in a local market after a day soaking up the sun?
Thanks for listening to the show, and be sure to tune in next week for your favorite episode about some of the best beaches and beach information in the world.